Bam, 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 bam.
Yesterday I had the wonderful opportunity to speak with Diana, an unschooling and world schooling mom who was talking to me from Las Vegas, from her home in Las Vegas. I'm going to play that interview for you in just a moment. But we had a little bit of technical difficulties, and there were points where it was difficult to hear her. And so I asked her as a follow-up, after reviewing the video, if there was something that she would like to make sure that got shared in the interview if by chance we weren't able to hear her. So she prepared a little paragraph for us, something that she felt very passionate about sharing. The thing about Diana, which is so amazing, is she comes to us from a traditional background. Her parents were immigrants from Mexico, and she was actually raised in Mexico, but born in the United States. Her world schooling style involves living in a conventional lifestyle, but she's chosen to unschool her boys. However, considers herself being a world schooler because of her international background and because of the language learning that happens in their home. In addition, she's very active in participating in friendships and events with her and her children with people from all over the world. And it just goes to show you that there are many ways to be a world schooler, and we are so happy that Diana shared her story. So here is the statement that she prepared that I wanted to share with you before we start the interview, and these are Diana's words. She says, "I just want to get across my ideas about unschooling and world schooling. First, if you have a gut feeling that compulsory school may not be for you or your kids, you probably are right, and unschooling and world schooling is for you. Just get to know the different choices and the people already doing it. World schooling is easy, and making as much friends from other countries online and in your neighborhood makes it possible. Lastly, unschooling and world schooling, in my experience, brings family members closer, loving each other better, and spending more time learning and having better experiences together. Having a lot of freedom to have experiences and learning together makes everyone in the family more compassionate of each other." So thank you, Diana, for sharing your thoughts, and let's get right into the interview. Hi, this is Lainey Liberty of RaisingMeRow.com and of ProjectWorldSchool.com, and this is World Schooling Talk, episode number 5. Today I'm so excited to have a guest on our little show, and we're talking to an unschooling mom named Diana who's coming to us live from Las Vegas. Hi, Diana, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to speak with you. Diane, could you introduce yourself to our audience? Just give us a brief introduction, a little bit about your background, your family, and so forth.
Okay, so my name is Diana Cosillo, and we are a family of 4. It's my husband and my 2 boys. They are 11 and 9, and I was born in the United States, but raised in Mexico, so my native language is Spanish, and my husband speaks Spanish too. And we just started unschooling like 2 years ago, but we have always have world schooling ideas, even though we didn't know of them or of the concept.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, my first question is going to be, can you describe your world schooling style? And you just touched on that a little bit, but go ahead and give me a description.
Yeah, well, we have this first abstract ideas about that we are, I don't know, citizens of the world. Yeah, so mm, for me is really important, and for my husband too, that just to pass on that idea that I mean it, it is better for us and for all children just to have this idea that we are citizens of the world, that we should be open to any culture, that we don't have to have fixated ideas of the culture we are living in. It could be the Spanish culture or the American culture. Um, yeah, just talking in general. But for example, I will tend to I don't know, make friends with people from other countries. Here in Las Vegas, we have people from Brazil, uh, from Iran, um, from Germany, Ukraine. So also a lot of people from Mexico. But we try to make friends with people from different countries. So the kids realize that there are a lot of cultures and different ideas, and just expose them to those different ideas.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's important to expose your children at a young age that we are actually citizens of the world first and foremost, and brothers and sisters of everybody within the same humanity. And so I think by having all of those international connections, you're giving them the world. So that's wonderful. As an unschooler, because we're unschoolers too, we value the ability to learn naturally. And we were talking a little bit earlier about your children absorbing Spanish language at home as well as English. Can you share a little bit about that and what that looks like in your house?
Okay, so to be honest with you, that is a struggle right now for us. Because, like I said, we we start unschooling 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Even though I'm always speaking Spanish here in the house, and my husband is speaking Spanish, and I talk to the boys in Spanish, they we have a joke. We say, "Oh, you have a gringo accent." My boys have a gringo accent. They understand Spanish. They read it. They speak it, but they speak it with a gringo accent. So um, right now that's a little bit of a struggle, and they don't naturally like, I don't want to speak Spanish, but we just try to just go with the flow, uh, just to do activities and just keep speaking Spanish and
Yeah.
speak Spanish.
Well, they're going to
So
naturally absorb the language anyway. If you continue to speak it, they're learning. This is the natural process of learning a language, the way children learn, and it's when they teach languages in schools to adults, they go about it the wrong way. I think it's not the natural process of learning. So you're doing exactly what you should be doing, and whether they respond in Spanish or not, they're getting exposed to it. So you're good, Mom. You're doing good. Can you?
yeah, and yes.
No, no. Please respond.
Yeah, and like you say, I agree with you. I think the best way is like just the natural way, not force it, even though it just feels. I mean, for me, that I am a native speaker, like a native Spanish speaker. It just feels kind of, I don't know, strange. But I just remind myself, no, I mean this. Nothing good is going to come up if I just force it. It's just going to be trouble. So I was trying to come up with ideas, and maybe we have to, I don't know, go to Mexico and visit my mom more frequently. Find friends that they speak Spanish here too. Or I was trying to make like volunteer and give free Spanish classes and include my children. Like, okay, you are going to be my teacher assistant, something like that.
Those are all great ideas. And I think the moment that we take the forcefulness out of teaching, learning happens naturally, and the more joy you can bring into the process. Especially kids they're wired to play, and through play they learn. So I think this is less world schooling and more an unschooling conversation, but I think the more that we unschool ourselves as parents to the old paradigm of you must be taught in order to learn, and just let it relax and happen naturally, the more learning, really becomes a part of their lives. Do you want to talk a little bit about, we're going to move into unschooling. You said that you and your family decided to take the plunge into unschooling, and ultimately, this is world schooling because you're incorporating the world as your classroom. What gave you the inspiration to go to that place with your children?
It is a complex bundle of reasons, but mainly is because talking to my mom, and she just gets me, I don't know, like settle my thoughts, and talking to her is like, well, they're going to grow fast, Diane. So, and in 5 years they're going to be gone. So I thought, and half of the day they're in school, and I was thinking, oh, I have a lot of things that I want to learn myself too. So why don't we try to bring a family closer and try to love each other better, and try to spend more time together and more fun. So, and already, as a teenager myself, I was thinking, oh, school is like not right for me. Maybe it's not right for my kids either.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think finally that made me decide, or made my husband and I decide, is like, okay, we just really want to be a family and really take this opportunity to learn together and travel together and love each other together. And I think unschooling will give us that opportunity.
Oh, I agree. I so agree. Can you share some of the things that you've done that, as a family, that have demonstrated this closeness?
Traveling for sure. Traveling is that, I know, we come just together and we just start planning together, and okay, let's go to the beach, or let's go to this restaurant, or yeah, we can just well, basically, when we decide to travel, or even to take a short trip, we will come together.
Yeah.
So
just expressing that family unit creates a supportive environment for the kids, for the boys. Can you share some of the biggest changes that you've noticed in the last 2 years since you've been unschooling or world schooling with your kids?
okay, the first thing that I'm thinking of is that it's just reaffirming the idea that unschooling and world schooling for us is the best thing we have done. Um, Also, as I have said before, more closeness to my kids. Um, so I have seen myself that I have grown as a parent. I really feel passionate about my kids and my husband. I mean, we are learning together.
Amazing.
So
So, Diana, is there anything else that you want to share about the world schooling, unschooling lifestyle that you think it's important that others know?
start, I don't know, informing yourself more, um, be member of this group, um, be friends homeschoolers and world schoolers, and be familiar, because um, I really think that it it is a really good choice to closer as a family, and love every family member much better. And even though maybe work schooling, maybe you have the idea of traveling, it just it's just as easy as making friends with the families of other countries. So even though you don't still know how, you don't know how to start on schooling, or you feel that is really against the grain, just start informing yourself, and just give it a thought, and I just want to assure you that I think is the best for family.
Thank you so much, Diana. Thank you for your time, and I'm so excited to get this interview out, and I know that your words will be an inspiration to many families. Thank you, and we'll talk to you very, very soon.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.